I'll be a little bit in the distance.
Okay, there it is. It kind of disappeared on me. Ooh, looky there.
All right, can you hear me well enough?
I can hear you fine, yeah. I can turn my sound up a little bit too.
All right, what I'm watching for, I've started a live stream. I'm waiting for you to get the message.
Ooh. I'm drinking this. You ever heard of kombucha?
I have, yeah.
It's an organic tea, raw. It actually is fermented, but there's very, very little alcohol in it. But it's it's full of probiotics. Supposed to be good for your gut, as they say. And I have a few problems, but it's not a good taste. Christian friend told me about it, and
You are now on camera.
okay. Hello.
So now do me a favor. Let me see if I can hear. I've got to now turn on the low volume. See if I can hear the echo. I may have to do it separately.
And are we on a public live stream?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so YouTube. And so this is a what do you call it? Truth factor discussion.
Yeah. Just go to TruthFactorLive/live. If you don't see anything, just go to TruthFactorLive and see the red link there.
Oh, I could have done that. Yeah, actually, I'm on the YouTube page, and I've got it muted.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit, and then I'm going to unmute it locally. There should be a delay. I'm here with
I'm going to mute you so that I'm going to mute my microphone so that I can listen to you once you start talking.
All right, sounds good. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Audio check. Listening for vibration, echoing. Okay. All right, go ahead and unmute your mic.
I will go ahead and see if there's an echo with me.
There's not. It's going to be only my end, I suspect. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Did the YouTube page so that we don't have a constant,
Yeah.
But you are correct. You have an echo, and it does not seem that I do.
Hey, look at the chat box. Someone bring it up.
Oh, there it is on the side.
Yeah. You know what? Something went weird when I did that. Hang on just a second. Let me come back here.
Oh, you mean in the within the discussion window?
Yeah. I can bring both YouTube and Facebook comments.
Now, are you going to leave this sidebar chat?
No. What are you talking about?
Beside the video window. Oh, that's the YouTube.
Yeah.
So yes, that will be there.
See, if you go to the new live viewing page to the website, I now have a link on, and right by the window, you'll see chat areas. And I have a link for our YouTube page and Facebook page and things like that.
You know, I think I haven't seen it yet, but I think it's smart. So you're just going to direct people to the YouTube page, not even have the embedded video on the live page. Is that right?
No, we'll have the embedded video. We just won't have the embedded chat. And so,
okay.
If they want to listen or view it only, they stay on our site. If they want to participate, they'll have YouTube, Facebook.
Because like with our church site, I don't embed We don't have discussion though, but I don't embed the video. We just provide a link that dumps them right over to the YouTube, and that seems to actually go well.
And that would work well.
By the way, I think I talked with you guys about a texting service. There are two different things I was looking at. One is so that I could receive texts from people in the community, and the other was so that I could text our members. Yeah. And I found out that our Congregate has that option for us. And since we have an online directory, and it lists what kind of phone it is, whether it's a cell phone, I can go in and send a text, and it will use a number that cannot be responded to. It will not accept replies, but it will send out a text blast, so to speak, to all the members that have cell phones. We had to pay a little extra for that. What it was doing is the free part of it is you have to list who your provider is, and it goes through with each phone number. And like for me, it would send it to my cell phone via the email address that you can use to send a text to a phone. I think mine's like 812-369-0305 at txt.att.net, because it's an AT&T phone. And it would try to do all that. Well, I found out very few people that was actually getting through to them unless they had AT&T or Verizon. And so we went ahead and paid a little bit extra a month for their actual texting service, and it comes from a phone number, but the phone number will not receive replies, which is good, because I don't want this where I send out a text and then for 1 million years I'm receiving dings of everybody who thanks.
Okay, I want to take a moment. I'm watching, trying to figure out on my screen. All right, let's see. So, all right, module A brings in me.
I'll tell you, I really like the look of the YouTube page. As far as I like the live.truthfactor page for archiving our information and providing information about us, but having a link to this YouTube page, it's very clean and it's easy to monitor for us. And I think it's actually an improvement for us to remove the chat, at least the chat, if not everything, but at least to remove the chat from the Truth Factor page.
Yeah, I agree. I agree completely.
Sometimes it's hard to manage and to monitor so many different things. It says there's 3 watching. Are you connected on 2 different computers or no?
No, just on my local one here.
Okay, well, someone may have joined us.
All right. Well, hey, if you're watching this, of course you can't see me talking. Paul, tell them how they participate in watching the YouTube channel. Main thing we're looking for is let me know when the echo's on.
Okay. Well, while John works on that, if you're watching at the live.truthfactor.com page, which I doubt because I don't think anybody would know to even be checking that, if you click on the link to our YouTube page, it'll take you, and at the top it says Top Chat, and you can make comments and ask questions as long as you're logged in as a Google or YouTube user. And making comments and asking questions is what we love when we're actually doing a live Bible study. But today we're just testing and working on things to get things ready for next week, we hope.
Well, and what we'll look for is to see when my echo goes away.
Yeah, so...
Okay, I'm going to do something. First off, I'm going to make it clear. Let me wave at me if you stop hearing me. All right, 3, 2, 1. Are you able to hear me now?
I still hear you on the live video. Well,
Okay.
the Hangout.
The Hangout. All right, let me now check the video playback or the live stream. Let's see, testing. One. No echo or no?
I have more than Truth Factor.
Oh, let me catch up here.
Yeah, I believe there's no echo now.
Okay. Testing, one.
Yeah,
two.
I believe there's no echo now.
Okay, let me silence all that for a minute. Now, Paul, I can say a few words.
Okay, I'll just say just a few words as a sample.
All right, so I'm gonna unmute it, and let's see, 3.
Okay, I'll just say just a few words as a sample.
Oh, I think you're right. All right. Now, the reason why you're echoing on the video is because my local mic is turned on. And so when I play it in full voice, if it's, I'm gonna pop over to the camera, to my other microphone, so we can be more accurate, make sure. All right, so
Okay, I hear you much more clearly.
Okay. All right. Now, I'll tell you what, I'll have you, when you're able to, once we talk a little bit, to check the live feed itself and see if I'm echoing on that.
We can do that. You ready for me to check what you just said?
Yep, go right ahead. I'll keep talking while you mute your mic, and you can monitor it as I talk and see, make sure we've done away with the echo. There was a second feed that I had to bring in yesterday, and I unknowingly had that in an active mode where it was sending a second signal. I was unaware of that. See, what I have to do is I have to have it so that I can hear the Hangouts here, but not myself. And the Hangouts have to hear what I say, but not themselves. And I have to grab the audio from the Hangouts minus my voice and throw it into vMix. And then I have to bring my voice all by itself into vMix and mix it with the Hangout. So what you hear is all of us just speaking whenever we talk. It's kind of complicated.
John, yeah, I'm trying to look to see if there's a way in which I can mute this this chat.
I can do that. Hang on a second.
Well, I was thinking it ought to have a mute button for me to. I mean, I can mute all my sound, but that's not effective, you know.
Can you selectively mute me on the Google Hangouts?
Let me see here.
You know, like we used to be able to mute Tom and others.
Yeah, boy, I clicked on you and your little window down there disappeared.
Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. You know what? This won't help much though.
Okay, I'm gonna change my speaker settings here and send my my sound over to the Yeti, which is just a headphone jack.
Okay.
But I'll still be able to hear, and so you just keep talking, and I'm gonna listen over on the YouTube page.
All right, sounds like a good plan.
I'm gonna do that now.
Okay. So what we were talking about is we had a. All right, sounds like a good plan.
I'm gonna do that now.
Okay. Okay. All right. So what we're talking about is we had a. I'm taking my headphones out so I'm able to hear.
I'm going to do that now.
So what we're doing is trying to get the sound ironed out. What we have to do is I have to be able to take my sound from my microphone, send it to the Hangout, and to vMix. But I don't need to hear what I'm saying, so they only need to hear it, and then you need to hear it, but you don't need to hear it twice. You need to hear it once. And I have to take the audio from the Hangout, send it to vMix, and send it to me, and we don't need to hear any of that twice. So what happens is I've got one little digital cable in there, if you would, that takes the audio from the Hangouts and it brings it to a mic input on vMix. And then I take the audio out, the same audio out, and I run it to my wireless headphones. And so I
Okay.
hear the Hangout here, and you hear the Hangout, but not together. And then, so let me put this back in so I can hear Paul now. All right, go
So,
ahead, Paul.
John, everything sounds good except for the fact that your speakers are your microphone's picking up me through your speakers. That's probably one reason why it was very hard to talk. But as far as you talking, the echo, which was very pronounced before, is gone.
Okay. And you're talking, there's no echo to it, right?
Yeah, I hear myself when I play the live video. I hear myself being played back on your end at a delay.
All right, hang on just a second then.
Well,
Let me do one thing. Well, what I want, I'm gonna kill my microphone, and I'm gonna listen. You're gonna have a solo opportunity on the live feed. So when I point at you, you just talk until I point back again at you.
okay. I think he pointed at me, so I'm going to be talking now. And I got this neat National Geographic magazine that someone gave to me this week, and it is they thought I might enjoy looking at it, and it's called The Real Jesus, What Archaeology Reveals About His Life. And I thought that was kind of interesting. And as I have time, I'm going to look at that and see how it does. And I think it may be interesting. They got a map in here where Jesus walked, which is a nice map. And just kind of, I don't know how accurate it'll be or anything else, but I just thought it would be a nice thing just to be able to take and look at. It's kind of interesting, and they included in this a whole bunch of artists' pictures of what they think Jesus looked like and how much those artists' pictures have changed through the years. And so that was kind of interesting. And so maybe someone there looks like they tried to get a very realistic one. But anyway, are you done with me talking now? You still got your mic muted. Maybe I can turn on the...
There we go. We're back.
Okay.
Okay, so I did have an echo on my end because I had two windows open and didn't realize it. So once I killed the second window, you were no problems there, and sounds like I'm not echoing either. All right, good. That problem is solved.
Now, well, then it should not be a big deal to bring in the other guy's audio when we actually go live on Wednesday of next week.
Correct. Because, let me actually turn you back to my other camera so I can. There we go. Because their audio comes in the same way that yours did just now. Whether it was you by yourself or all of them in, it would end up being the same thing.
Now, I don't know if there's anything I can do about it or not, but on my screen, it shows, my video shows the truth factor down in the bottom corner. When I'm on screen, it shows the, you know how the Hangout I said truth factor, how the Hangout has that, and I can go full screen also. Of course, it doesn't show you.
Well, now, I currently have it set up like I would on our study, a side by side. Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah, do you see down in the bottom, either on the YouTube or on our Hangout, when I'm talking, you can see the my picture and your picture down there, and if it were all of us, it would have a strip of them.
Oh, yeah,
there.
exactly. Yeah, what it is it'll always show that one to me because you're the only one in the Hangout. Once we have because see, really what you're looking at there is my feed. If that makes sense.
It's the same thing on the YouTube page.
Let me see. Like, let's say if I switch to my other camera, my let's see if that changes what you're looking at. It'll take a second. There you go.
And now I see just you.
My desk, right?
Yeah, down in the bottom corner. Yeah.
Yeah. That's normal. I mean,
Okay.
even
I
with two of us.
hadn't remembered that. I hadn't remembered that. That was that little strip will be down there whenever anyone except for you is on screen.
You would think, and maybe maybe when they had the Hangouts on air or the actual broadcast Hangouts we used to use, I think with two people that way, you could do away with that small icon or the pip when it was two people.
Yes. Yes.
But with this, you can't do away with the pip.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Now, see, I can click on you and you go away, so that it's just me down there. But
oh, really?
yeah, I don't know why that is. I don't know if I can do that once we have a whole string of people. But like right now, if you look at our Hangout, it'll just have a picture of
Well, see,
a picture of me.
I did that only on your end.
Oh, okay.
Right. Let's see. So now, see, I clicked it over here, and what it did is it. There we go. Finally caught up with the live stream. It then brought that camera view to full view. And so what is really neat, watch this. I've noticed this before. Whenever everybody leaves the chat, let's see. Hang on a minute. There we go. Now look, there should be two of you at the bottom looking at each other.
Yes. Oh yeah, I can. It actually does. When I look to my left, now when I look to my right, it looks like we're looking away. When I look to my left, it shows us looking at each other. It shows me looking at myself, I should say.
Because what's happening is using the vMix output as a camera input into the Hangouts. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so whatever I'm sending, and I've tried before, let me think about this for a minute. It would be better if I could send just my camera image to the Hangouts instead of sending to y'all what everybody else at home sees. It would look more uniform to see all of our individual pictures instead of y'all and then whatever I've got going out of Hangouts.
Yeah. I mean, this works. It's all right.
Yeah.
So.
Alrighty. Well, tell you what.
I'd kind of like to get something like that. I've not experimented with it enough to know, but I'd like to have something like what you're doing with the double view, the two windows for the little things I do for fun online like that, where if I wanted to interview someone, maybe sometime we can talk through it, setting that up on my end. But where if I wanted to interview someone, I could be on one side and, have someone in a remote, I don't have to have them right here with me. I could have someone in a remote location and could do my little 2-minute interviews.
Talking about like something to do in post-production, put the video side by side?
Well, or even, yeah, I guess that would work. Or even just do a live, the Paul Adams Show videos, I very rarely do a second take. Those are almost always just start the camera and start talking. And so now I would probably want to be able to edit. As it is, I can edit and transition, and I guess I could probably still do that as long as I saved it as an MP4 or something.
Yeah. The reason why I'm saying is there's a free version of a program. It's called it's called DaVinci. It's by Adobe, I think, and They have a paid version of it, but but it's for movie editing, and they have a free version of it. And basically, you would load in both videos, your video and then the one of the person you're interviewing. And if I was doing it with my Page Plus Movie Maker, and I got to learn DaVinci, what I would do is I'd put one video and then the other one, two different tracks, everything, and then I would go through and simply cut them. So, for instance, I'm talking, I'd make sure that I sync them up, as much as I can, and then I would cut when I asked the question, and then you would cut the little snippet from the other one, move it up, and then come back to you. It'd be like piecing it together, kind of.
Well, that's kind of like what I did with the Trump interview.
Yeah, exactly.
I did that. I was thinking that if I did actually a live interview, maybe had you or someone else, that we did a quick, little thing, that it be able to have us both on the screen. But of course, if someone's watching on a phone or something, that's going to be very, very small. But I'll give it some thought. But I use a program right now to do any video editing, since where I have to piece things together, since they've taken away some of the YouTube ability to do that. Yeah, I use it's an open source program. I think it's called Shotcut.
Yeah.
And anyway, and it works really nice. I mean, if you look at some of those that I have pieced things together, I add on your the introduction that you have for me, the band and everything, and transition throughout the thing. But it works okay. I mean, it takes me I use it so infrequently. It seems like every time I pull it up, it's like this, trying to remember how you had your settings before. It's like that. It's trying to figure out, well, what in the world did I do back then?
Yeah, I understand. Hey, I'm going to kill the live stream because we and I'll be able to go back and listen to the recorded version, of course. But I'll kill it, and then I'm going to take just about 5 more minutes and see if I can send y'all an actual video image of me talking about the Hangout. So appreciate everyone, whoever was watching. Let me stop that now.